Hello, Mr. Banks.
Hi.
How are you doing today?
I'm okay.
Well, okay. What's wrong? What's the matter?
I'm just very stressed out about not having a job and not being able to provide for my family. It's just really stressing me out. That's about it.
Well, I know that can be very stressful. That's why I'm here to help. But, I do want to congratulate you on participating in the new state unemployment program for unemployed fathers. How did that go for you? How did you like that when you went?
I think it was good. Big step for me. But I didn't like the outcome of it because now I have to wait. But I wish things came out better.
Well, that's fine because all things take time, and I'm here to help you. But I'm glad that you stepped out your comfort zone and you wanted to go and do that. So that's just one step to the many steps that we have ahead of us. Okay, so again, as I stated in the last meetings and all of the meetings, there is confidentiality. So anything that is said and done here will not be taken out unless it poses a threat or harm to yourself or others, and then I will have to report that, okay? Last week, after our meeting and we went to the new state employment program, I sat down and I did an eco map of you and your family and your family dynamics.
What's an eco map?
An eco map is basically a web of you and your family, breaking down the relationships that you have with your community and your work and your relationships with those type of things. If you would like, I have your eco map here. Would you like to take a look at it to see a more broad vision of what it is? Okay. Here's your eco map of what I have here. This is just some of the things, and as we go along, it will be corrected because we're gonna the little thin line, the little thin lines right here. We're gonna make those broader lines, okay, with your work ethic and everything. And I have came up with 3 goals that we could possibly work on together, and I'm about to go over them with you right now and see if they're okay and if this satisfies you. Your first goal that I came up with is your GED. Is that something that you would like to make a goal? Would you like to get your education, to learn to read and write better so that you can be more, mentally and physically, ready to go out in the work field and, understand things better?
I guess if it's going to help me better myself and help me get a job, I think I should do it.
Okay, because, that's very important with getting a job, okay? And your driver's license, how do you feel about getting your driver's license?
I feel good about it. I can take my kids to school, take my wife wherever she needs to go. I'm going to get to my job when I need to.
Okay.
Once I get one.
So would you like to make getting your driver's license a goal, or?
Yeah, I think it's a good goal.
Okay, so we're gonna keep that as goal number 2. Okay. Goal number 3 is getting a job. I know that you stressed that a lot. That's what you want to do because, you're not working on the farms now and the shipyards. So we're gonna work on getting you a job, but first we have to do these first goals, okay? And we have a time limit of when we need to get these goals done, so you won't be stuck on one goal forever, okay? We're gonna work hard to get off one goal and then go into the next one. We're not all gonna be stuck on, jumping from goal to goal. We're gonna finish one, boom, go to the next one, boom. And if you really need be, we can add more goals as we go along if you feel as though that's what you need to do. And so for our first goal is for your GED. There are some GED classes coming up for math, reading, science, and history. What I would like for you to do before you go to those classes is to get up with a tutor. We're going to start tutoring you, okay? So you can develop your reading skills and you know, your writing so that when you go to take these tests, that you will be able to pass them, okay? So you, for your driver's license, we're basically going to, you know, after we develop your reading and your writing skills, you should be good at that, and we're gonna go to the DMV and get you a book. Until then, I will be transporting you wherever you need to go. You have my number, you call me whenever need be, okay? You or your family members, I'm here to help. And eventually, you know, when you're ready, let me know when you're ready to take your driver's test, and I will take you down there so that you can take your test, okay? But make sure you study hard, because, you know, there are rules and regulations of the road that you must follow. While I'm rambling on and on, do you have any questions, you know, that might need to be answered that wasn't answered in the last session, last week?
None in particular. I just want to make sure that I get my GED and driver's license so I can be able to finally get a job.
Speaking of jobs, what kind of job do you have in mind? What can you see yourself doing, you know?
I mean, at this point, I'll take anything. But I did like working in the shipyard and working on the farms. So anything in that like criteria, I think I'd be good with.
Oh, okay. Well, that's good to know. So with our third goal, we're gonna be building, you know, filling out applications, building your resume, because you do have some work experience that we can write on your resume, and you know, you should be able to get a job after that. But what we need to do is just work hard on accomplishing these goals that we have set here for you to do. So, you know, you sure there's not anything, because it looks like there's something on your mind that you want to say, but you're not quite.
Is there any way like I could move to the city with like my family so we could make it easier?
You would like to move to the city?
Yeah, because I want things to be easier.
Yes, there's lots of transportation in the city. We could possibly look at some places if you want to. We could start tomorrow if you don't have anything to do. We could start looking, you know, for putting some housing applications in and see what we get first. You know, we can start looking around, because you know it may be a little scarce, because you know you do have 6 children and a granddaughter. You know, how old is your daughter with the grandbaby?
She's 18.
She's 18. Well, she probably could get Section 8 and stuff herself, you know, and then she would be out the house, you know, and then it would be just you and your wife and your other children. If you would like that, then we can find her somewhere to stay, and the same area, you know, so you all can be near. You can see your grandchild too, which I think would be better, because you know, housing developments, they do not hold only but a certain amount of people in a household. You know, we do not like to overcrowd. So, about your, you know, you really don't get information quite well. You know, you don't receive newspapers and stuff, and you know, a TV. Would you like a TV? Is that something that you would like to have?
I mean, it would be good if I had a TV so I could watch the news. I wouldn't mind just having newspapers, because I know I can't get a TV like so quickly. So if I had newspapers and then TV, then that'd be fine with me.
Actually, you can get a TV. There are yard sales around, and you know, or we could go to the shelters and stuff that are donating things. You know, people donate stuff to shelters all the time, and they'll probably let us go back there, and we could pick you up one and, you know, get it fixed up for you and stuff. And how's your food stamps going with that? You know, are you spending too much, or do you know how to manage your food stamps?
I mean, I don't know if I know how to manage them all that well, because I'm not good with like my math skills and all, like what type of food I should be
Okay, so you're not strong in math either.
No, but if I find out how to manage it, then I think we should be good for the time being.
Okay, so how much do you spend a month with using your food stamps?
About $150 to $200.
Okay. Well, that's not bad. That's not bad. So, We can work on that too. You know, like I said, you know, is there any more goals that you would like to add on to?
No more goals. Just want to get everything straight so I can be able to get work and do everything for my family.
Okay. Well, that's fine. So we're gonna work on these goals, and it's just gonna take, you know, a day, each day at a time. You know, we really don't want to rush, but we do have like a time schedule of things, you know. And I know you want to get stuff done within a time limit because your main goal is to find you a job. So we're gonna get these GED classes on the roll next week. I say Monday because that's when the Votech Center opens, and you know we're gonna get you a tutor. We're gonna get you a tutor there, and you will start your tutoring classes. Okay? Is that fine with you?
Yeah, that's all.
And I will be picking you up from times two to 4. I'll be picking you up, and we'll get this thing done. Okay?
So I understand you want my goals to be like I complete one and then I go to the next one. But is there like how long is that vocational school? Like
Vocational school is as long as you make it. Okay? So because since you are not very strong in your reading and your writing, we don't know how long that may take you. It's upon you. Okay? So we don't want to just throw you out there and make you take the test and you not comprehend everything that's on the test. So we want to prepare you for the test. So this first step may take a while depending on you and how fast you grasp things, okay? So, is that fine with you?
yeah, that's fine with me. So like when the driver's license, am I gonna be like driving around in like a empty parking lot somewhere, or is that out of the question?
We will cross that bridge when we get there. You first off will not be driving anywhere until you get your learners, because you have to take the test and you have to pass the test. We will not be putting you behind a wheel and you cannot function or know the rules of the road.
Okay.
Any more questions? I'll go through anything.
No, it's just that I just want to get a job as soon as possible. And like, is there any like programs for my children to go to like after school?
So you want your children to go to programs?
Yes,
Why?
so they can get better with their studies. Because I know staying out in Smithfield, there's not a lot of kids around there that can help them, and I know I really can't. So if I have them,
Okay,
then
so they're
after
needing
school-
help in school.
Yes.
Okay, so we can get tutors for them too. They will have to come in next week, you know, and I will have to talk to them and, you know, assess them out, you know, and break everything down with them. And I would really appreciate, you know, next time, you know, maybe your wife can come and we can, with the kids, and we can all have a family session and talk this thing out, and we can get everybody in order. That way, you know, your goals won't mess up, and they'll have goals of their own that they're trying to reach, and we can all work this thing out.
Okay.
Is that fine with you?
Yeah, that's fine with me.
Do you have any more questions?
Not really. So, like next week is when you want this family session, or do you want that later?
Next week we can set up a family session, or you can set it up today if you would like. But I prefer you do it next week, you know, because this is your session. So, you know, next week we're not really doing much, really, you know, because we have got all your assessment done. So, you know, we can work on your family. So I prefer next week. That's okay with you.
Okay. I understand.
Next week, what day and time would you prefer?
I mean, 2 o'clock is fine.
2 o'clock,
Maybe
yeah.
on Thursday.
On Thursday at 2 o'clock?
Yes.
Okay, and I will be picking you up. And however, if it may be days that I don't come get you, I will get one of my social worker friends, or we have a little bus or a car, and they will get that and come pick you up. So don't think that it's somebody in the yard that's, that you don't know. It's one of us, okay? So don't be alarmed about that. So, that's all, that's all that we have to cover here today. I appreciate, your courage and everything that you've done so far. I really see that you're working hard to accomplish your goals and get things done, for you and your family.
Thank you. I'm trying my best.
I see that you're trying, and we're gonna accomplish these goals.
Okay.
And if you ever need anything, you know my number, you have my card, you can call me, I'm only a phone call away, don't hesitate. So, you have a nice day, okay?
You too.
All right.
Thank you.
Do you need a ride home today, or?
I would appreciate it.
Okay, well, can you all just sit in the lobby, and I'll be with you after I have my other client, and I'll take you home?
Yeah.
All right. Thank you.
Thank you.